Hi team, it's Naomi here. I'm just going to take you through how to fill out your Mannafest incentive tracker because I really want you to make sure you're doing everything that you can do to make it to Mannafest. Mannafest is our major event, and how awesome and fun will it be for us to all be over there together. Another big thing is that you need to um, be at Mannafest in order to qualify for the New York incentive that starts next BP. And the great thing about Mannafest is you can earn part of the incentive and pay part, which is a really great thing I really love about the Mannafest incentive. So why I'm doing it right now is I want you to make sure this is filled out today. So that you can then work out what your goal will be for the next 2.5 weeks, and it will show you what action that you need to take from this point onwards. Now, to start off, make sure you've printed out your Mannafest incentive tracker and have that, and then also your brochure. Now, you would have received a brochure with your automatic order or with your enrolment pack. So if not, that will be in the library section of your Mannatech website. Okay, so the first points that we fill in is our pack points and automatic order points. And I find the best thing to do is to go back to the BP before the incentive started, which is BP4, and then just go through any enrolments. Now, some of you may not have been even around in BP4, that's okay, but I'm just showing for the others. And have a look at any enrolments that you did the BP before the incentive actually started, because that will also show you the automatic order points that you need to fill out for the start of the incentive. So you enrolled the BP before, so you won't get the points for enrolment, but you will get the points for the automatic order that was attached to that enrolment, that BP. So that could potentially add up to a lot, because that will count every single BP, and I'll show you exactly what I mean for that. So for me, I will go to manage my orders. I'll go back to the BP that was before the incentive started. So that starts from the 14th of March. So go back to here, the 14th of March. And so anyone that I've enrolled in that BP, I'm just going to take a note of. So that's Melanie Noble, and I'll take a note of that. And so what I'm going to do then, okay, so I don't get the points for her registration, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy her account number, and at the same time, I've also got my success tracker open, because I find that really easy to have a look at. And that's just something I was checking the leadership level history, but I'll go to associate search and pop in her account number there. I'll make sure my account number's up the top, and show report. It's going to come up with Melanie's details, and it's going to show me that she had an automatic order in those BPs. So, so for Melanie, that will be the first person that I will put. So the name of the enrolment will be Melanie Noble, and I'll write that in this spot here. The account number, so I'll just make sure I get, her account number, which is there. Points for enrolment. Now remember, no points for enrolment because that happened the BP before, but the automatic order points. Now, Melanie had, it has to be over 100 points, remember, to count for this incentive. So if she did like 96, it unfortunately wouldn't count. But she did, actually Sarah, I'm sorry, you're the only one on live, Sarah. I just unmuted you. You're the only one on live. I've just forgotten to check something, so I'm just going to quickly run and stop the recording and then start the.
No worries.
Sorry.
All good. It's okay.
Hello everybody, it's Naomi here, and I'm really excited to take you through this Mannafest incentive tracker because I really want everybody to make it to Mannafest. Mannafest is the biggest event on our Mannatech calendar. It really is incredible to be with people from all over the world, and the excitement and the direction, and also Eric Worry will be there, so it's going to be an incredible event that you definitely want to make it to. And so at this point we have 2.5 weeks left of the incentive, so it's really a time to buckle down and do what you need to do to win it, but you need to know where you are at so you know what you need to do to win it. And so that's why I really want to make sure that you've filled out your tracker and then set your goals to achieve it. Now, the great thing about Mannafest, and I love this, is that you can part win Mannafest and you can part pay it. So, for example, you can win maybe just the airfare and pay for the accommodation, or you can pay for the airfare and just win the accommodation and the registration. So that's really important. Another really important thing is that you actually need to be at Mannafest to qualify for our New York incentive that starts next BP. And so whether you part pay it or full pay it, you need to be at Mannafest to win the New York incentive. And with that, with that, can anyone hear? Hear me, guys? Can you guys hear me? Hello everybody, this is Naomi here, and I'm excited to take you through the Mannafest incentive tracker, just so that you're aware of what you need to do in the next 2.5 weeks to earn this incentive. Mannafest is the biggest event on the Mannatech calendar. It's where everybody from all over the world, all the associates come together for training, for recognition. It really is the event to go to. And so we have 2.5 weeks left of the incentive period, and I really want to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to get there, and the only way that you can is to know what you need to do, so set those goals. And the great thing about Mannafest is you can part win Mannafest. So you can win, you can earn just the airfare and pay for your accommodation, or you can earn the airfare and registration and pay for accommodation, or the accommodation and registration and pay for your airfare. So you can part earn it. The other really important thing is that you need to be at Mannafest to earn the New York incentive. And so with the New York incentive, that starts next BP, and so I've heard it's going to be absolutely incredible. It's not limited to a certain amount of associates, so anyone who puts in the work can earn that New York incentive. So really, really wonderful incentive to earn. Now, what you need to do is make sure you've got your incentive tracker filled out and you have your brochure nearby. Now, you would have received your brochure in your automatic order pack or your registration pack. So just make sure you have those because we'll go through that together. Okay, fill out your details here and we're going to start with pack points and automatic orders. And so this is section A. And what we do with where we start, we don't actually start at BP5, which is when the incentive started. We actually go back to BP4 and have a look at who it was that you enrolled in BP4. Now, for some of you new ones, you won't have enrolments there. That's okay. I'm just taking this through for those that have been around for a while. And this is good for you to know for future incentives anyway. And so over here, I'll go to manage my orders and I'll start in BP4, which started March 14th. And so here we are. And the first registration is Melanie Noble. So I'm just going to copy her account number here. And so the name of the new enrolment will be Melanie Noble, her account number. Now, there will be no points for enrolment because remember she was enrolled, this is the BP before this incentive started, but there will definitely be points for automatic orders. And so I also have open the success tracker here and I'll just show you, I've got it open to associate search. And I've just popped Melanie's account number in there. So I copied and pasted into there and it's going to show me the report. The reason I do this is because it's hard to keep track. Now just say, you know, Melanie dropped her automatic order down to 96. That won't qualify. I won't get any points for that BP. But I do know that, you know, Melanie's she's building the business, so she'll always have her automatic order over 100 points. So here we are, we've got Melanie, and I can see that for BP 5, 6, 7 and 8, she's had an 100-point order. Her automatic order hasn't generated this BP yet, so I won't fill that in yet. But for BP 5, BP 6, BP 7 and BP 8, I will be able to fill in the automatic order points. And then when I look at my brochure, it says automatic order, a new automatic order is 4 points. So here I can fill in BP 5 is 4, BP 6 is 4, BP 7 is 4 and BP 8 is 4. And nothing yet for BP 9, so I can't quite total that yet, but that will show me. Now the other thing is here, I actually, in BP 6 and BP 8, they have double points on. BP 6 was every point was double, BP 8 was every 100 automatic order and every new sign up was double points. So in BP 6, rather than earning just 4 points, I can pop in 8 points. Okay, so BP 5 is 4, BP 6 is 8, BP 7 is 4 because it wasn't double points, but BP 8 is 8 again because it's double points. So as you can see, just from that, there was, I don't know, 16, 20, 24 points so far. 24 points just because Melanie's had an automatic order that whole time. She wasn't enrolled in this incentive period, but she had an automatic order that whole time. Okay, so then I go to the next one along, and I'll just go back. So
And here I can see the lovely Malia. Now Malia, the date for enrolment was the 30th of the 3rd, so still in the BP before the incentive started, but remember we'll be looking at the automatic orders there. And so I'll just again highlight Malia's name and pop her. This does take a little bit longer, or not longer, but I just find it more thorough to really see that, you know, that the person has had an order each month. And as you can see, yes, there's been an order for BP 5, 6, 7 and 8. So again, the same thing. So the same thing for, I'll pop in Malia's name, the account number. There'll be no points for enrolment because remember her enrolment was the BP before, but points for automatic orders. So 4, 8, 4, 8, because it's double points. Okay, and she hasn't had an automatic order this BP yet. Okay, and so that takes care of before the incentive started. So what we're looking at now is from the 11th of April. Okay, so from the 11th of April, I'll be looking at any new registrations to start off with. Okay. Okay, so we have Leanne Warren here, registration order, and I'm just going to check her order first because I have a feeling that Leanne, in her second order, I think she cut it back, so she didn't actually have a 100-point order, and so that means that if she didn't have a 100-point order, yeah, so she had her first registration order because it didn't have a 100-point automatic order attached to it the next months, that won't count. So I won't get points for her registration because it didn't have a 100-point automatic order attached. So unfortunately, unless this month she decides to purchase, you know, Isoline again, that her enrolment won't count. But I'm going to Simone. So Simone was the next registration. And what I'll do, I'll just check hers now. Okay, great. So she does have an automatic order. She didn't have it the first BP, it was BP7, sorry, but she did have it BP8 and BP9. Okay, so hers will count. So I know in BP6 was when she enrolled, because that's what that. So I'm just going to go in here and I'll write Simone Reeves, her account number, points for enrolment. So she enrolled on a basic pack. I'll just have another quick check of her pack that it was. And that's why it's easier with these if you do it as you go. That was a Champion 187 pack. So, so points for enrolment will be it will be the Champion pack, which is the 180 pack, and the points are 5 points. But remember, I enrolled her in BP6 and it was double points BP6, so I'm actually going to get 10 points for her enrolment. Okay, so 10 points for her enrolment. Nothing for BP7 because she didn't have an automatic order, that BP. And in BP8 is when, remember, her automatic orders her one over 100 point automatic order started. And so BP8 again was double points, so I'll get 8 points for that, and then BP9 4 points. So for Simone, her total is 10 plus the 8, so 18 plus the 4, so 22 points in total for Simone's orders. Okay. So then we go, that's Simone. So the next one was Erica. Okay. So I'll just copy her account number, Erica. I'll go back. And I'll have a look. Okay, great. So Erica enrolled BP6. She enrolled with a youth pack. I'll just double check. It's a Youth Plus pack. And so for a Youth Plus pack, the point is 4 points. Okay, so I'm looking at my brochure and I'm seeing that the points value is 4 points. Okay, so over here I go to name of new enrollment is Erica, her account number, her points for enrollment is 8 points, so because it was double for BP6, so double for BP6 is 8, and then she's ordered so far, and I know she's going to continue because she's absolutely loving youth. So for BP7 and BP8, so BP7 automatic order points would be 4, and BP8 automatic order points will be 8, because remember it's double points. So before I said, who was it before? The one I said before was Simone. Remember her points for enrollment go in there, sorry, not in the automatic order point section. Okay, and then also you just put what enrollment level. So for Erica, the one I was just talking about, her enrollment level will be the Youth Plus pack. It just helps you know then, you know, what pack she came in at, and then, yeah. Okay, and then we go back and we've got Janine Harrison. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'll go over here. That in. That's going to show me. Okay. So in BP6, Janine enrolled on a basic, a youth pack, then she upgraded. Okay, so I'm going to have double points in BP6. So the basic youth pack, which is the preferred youth pack, was 3 points. Actually, sorry, she came in as a Youth Plus pack, so that's 8 points plus an All-Star pack is 10 points, so we double that, is 20 points. Okay, so that's a lot. So Janine Harrison, I'll put in her name of enrollment, her account number. The points for enrollment will be the Youth Plus pack, which is 4, but remember double points because it was BP6, so 8, and also an All-Star, which is normally 10, but because it was BP6, it's double that, so 20. So 28 points for enrollment, and then she's had her automatic order in BP8, which again is double points, so that will be 8 points. And I know she's loving youth, so she will stay on for BP9, but I'll fill that out when I've made sure of that. So that's, that's a great amount of points there. Again, I go back and we've got Liz. Now Liz ordered Osaline and Plus, so that's a 187. Oh, sorry, she ordered Osaline Plus and must have been something else. So it's still 180 pack. So I go over here, Liz, the account number, points for enrollment will be 8 because it's the 10, so because it's 5 but it was double that BP, and so it was 10 points for that BP. And I'll just quickly grab Liz's account number and pop that in here just to check that she maintained. I know that she was doing really well and loving the products, and so that was BP6, BP7, she continued, BP8, she continued again, and so that will be double points for that BP. So I can fill in her BP7 automatic order, which will give me 4, BP8 will give me 8. Okay, so you just keep going down, looking through your manager orders for your enrolments and then checking each one individually in your success tracker to make sure they've maintained their automatic orders. Okay, like Leanne, she didn't maintain the 100-point automatic order, so I can't actually count her enrolment. So it's really important to make sure people maintain their automatic orders. And if somebody sort of, it's better to, add an automatic order, make sure that they've got that automatic order in place. The great thing about the $12 pack is you get automatic order points straight away. So anyone you enroll this BP, you get those automatic order points straight away. Okay, so that's pretty much how you go through. So you just do that for everybody that you've enrolled and you'll get your subtotal. And then I just like to go through if they've, just for example, like Liz has her automatic order due on the 18th. So in this space, I'm just going to go through with pencil and fill in 4 points because, I'll wait. That shows me that that's what's expected to happen. It doesn't always. Sometimes people cancel. But I've filled it in with pencil, and so that I have a little bit of an idea of, what my points could possibly be. Then here is leadership level. Now, for a new leadership level, if you've become a leader, just say in BP 6 or BP 5, you became a regional director. Okay, so that will you don't get any points if you just are a regional director 1 BP. You have to maintain it to get the points. And so in the leadership level, I look at regional director, and if you hold it for 2 out of the 5 BPs, you get 20 points. Now, just say you became a regional director in BP 5 and you held it for BP 6. Well, it's not only 20 points, but for Mannatech actually doubled every single point for BP6. So if you earn 20 points, that will actually be 40 points. So it was pretty good. So if you maintained it for BP6, you'll actually earn 40 points for that. But just say you became a regional director in BP7 and you maintained at BP8, well, that's the 20 points. But you maintained it in BP9, well, that's 3 out of 5 BPs, you'll get 30 points, okay? So BP7, BP8, BP9, you'll have 30 points and that will be your total. You might have got it BP5 and didn't get it again till BP9. That's okay, because that will be 20 points still. So 2 out of the 5 BPs you were maintain leadership level. Remember that you can't have been that leadership level within the last incentive. So that was the P&O cruise incentive. So BP1 to BP4, you can't have been a regional director in that time frame to earn those points. Okay, leadership re-qualification. So just say before the BP1 and BP4, so last year you were a regional director and you dropped back, or you were a national director and you dropped back, but you qualified in BP8 as a national director and held it for BP9, then you'll get the 60 points. 60 points there. Okay. Enroll a leadership level. This is when you've enrolled somebody and they've become a regional director or a national director or a senior national or a executive. Okay, so just I know, for example, that the lovely Malia, let's go back to Malia again. She's on the webinar right now with me. So let's have a look. I'll just grab Malia's account number. I'll just quickly copy her account number. And the way that I check her regional director status is over in the graphs, okay? And I'm going to see leadership level history. Let's click on that. And I'm going to pop in Malia's account number. Just take that up to start of this incentive, which is 5, and display graph. Okay, so that's showing me Malia became a regional director in BP8, okay, and I know that she's going to hold it for BP9, but I have to wait till she does hold that, but I'm very sure she will. So in BP9, when she holds that, I'll be able to come over here and fill in her associate number, and then BP9, the enroller leadership development, because I was her enroller, will be, she's maintained it for 2 BPs, BP8 and BP9, so I'll get a total points of 5 points for that. But just say it was a national director, and that person became a national director, say in BP7, and so they maintain it for 3 BPs, that will be 25 points. So you look back to your brochure all the time and have a look at the enroller leadership development, and you pop those points in and the total. And then you just total up those points all the way there, and in here you're just totaling all the PAC and automatic order points, all the leadership level points, and all the enrollment level points. Okay. Now, once you've kind of got a good idea, now look, I will, let's just say for Malia in BP9, I'll pencil that in. So I'll pencil it in for now. That will give me a good idea of roughly where you know I'm at, and then I need to make sure that I set goals on how to earn this. Now you might have to do this with your upline, but just say I've got, let me see, just say I add all those points up and I've got, just say I've got, 200 points, okay? 200 points is going to get me the airfare. So I know I need another 80 to win the full package, okay, and that's for a share accommodation. So if I need 80 points, that's maybe, you know, 8 All-Stars that I need to enroll. It can also be to make sure that, you know, the people that I've enrolled stay on their automatic orders. Do I need to get to a leadership level to keep those points? You know, you can work out then how much you need to do, and you know, how many more enrolments that you need to make sure that you win this incentive. So I hope this has helped you, and just make sure you talk to your immediate upline. They can help you set goals that you need to, but you do need to fill this out yourself. Your upline can't do that for you. They can help you, but you know, you need to take that time. I've gone through exactly how to do it, and how to check. Just always make sure, the big thing is that you have the 100-point order. If it's not a 100-point order, it doesn't count for the incentive. It's great to build your business, but it doesn't count for the incentive. So make sure you talk to your upline if you're still unsure, but just take the time to fill this out. That way you know where you're going and what you need to do. And I'm so excited for us all to be going to Mannafest together. At least you can earn part of it. Maybe you can earn, you know, your accommodation and your registration. And the registration is only 25 points. It really isn't much. So 25 points, accommodation is 55 points. So maybe you can just start there, and then next year, you know, you can pay your own airfare to get there. You know, work really hard and earn that through the business, because it will be worthwhile. So thanks everybody for coming on and for watching this, and I'll get this up in the group as soon as possible. Bye bye.